2 years ago, I was in Japan, wondering what to do with my life. Work was not exciting anymore. Love had decided to kiss me goodbye. And the feeling that something inside of me was fighting to break free made me very uncomfortable. Change, I sensed. These familiar symptoms reminded me of the time when I left Peru and chose Japan to make sense of my life. 2 years ago, Japan was telling me it was time to move on. But to what? Where? The answer came one morning in a dream, a vision of New York City. New York has always fascinated me, especially when I think of those that have willingly chosen this city as their home, like John Lennon and Yoko Ono, for example. What is it about this city that attracts people? And why am I having visions of it? Can there be such a thing as a city calling you? Questions I have even now, but that little by little I find possible answers for. Answers that Kingsborough Community College has helped me unfold. Without a doubt, this college has been the key to opening the doors of my New York story. But more importantly, it has helped open the doors to the heart of the most influential person in my life, my father. I spent my last winter break in Japan with my parents. At first, it felt awkward to be living with mom and dad again after years of being apart, but things gradually started to change once my father and I finally connected. For the first time, my father told me he loved me. I love you too, I said, and we kissed and we hugged. Never before could I have imagined such exchange of affection between us. We were equally reserved and coy with one another since I can remember. But almost like magic, in less than a month, we were growing closer and closer. How did that happen? Partly it had to do with my decision to work at a factory during the break to pay for my spring semester at Kingsborough. My parents, you see, are immigrant laborers in Japan. Occupation my father believed I looked down on, which was true. But also because he noticed a change in me he'd never seen before. According to my mother, he saw maturity and dedication, but overall education, college level. And he was impressed, proud, and extremely happy that his only son was following a path he'd always dreamt for himself, but which never really materialized. I never imagined that coming to study in New York would yield such an extraordinary outcome. One can dream of a better job, a better material life, but nothing compares to the realization that those who gave you life love you and trust you. And nothing is as powerful and fulfilling as to feel the love and respect of a father who couldn't even talk to his son for more than a year after finding out his only male child was gay. That alone is enough to be thankful. When I came to Kingsborough, I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't even really understand what performing arts meant. As an international student, all I saw when I visited the campus for the first time was the beach, the trees, and the space. I saw a couple of performing menus, a fish tank with sharks, and it all seemed inviting. The curriculum looked interesting, and the purpose and price of a community college seemed appropriate to me. It was a no-brainer, and I was excited when I got accepted. During my almost 2 years here, I've had exceptional professors, especially in the performing arts department. If there is one thing I'll always be grateful for, it is the opportunity that Kingsborough gave me to discover my artistic voice and to set me off on a path that is still long and uncertain, but at least much clearer than when I came to the United States. A path that gained momentum last summer when I was sent by Kingsborough with a full scholarship to the Vassar College summer program for 5 weeks of intensive study. My time at Vassar was without a doubt the most challenging and rewarding experience I've ever faced. It not only gave a twist to how I see theater, but it opened up my knowledge of the history of America, the philosophies of the East and the West, and provided me with the right environment to be mindful of my words and actions, be creative, and make friends. I even met my spiritual mentor there, who happens to be a Kingsborough professor. Ripeti, thank you so much, I love you. But more than anything, it was a huge personal challenge. a test of discipline and balance that helped me strengthen my self-confidence and made me realize how little I know and how much more I want to discover, to read, to discuss, and to do. And it's that commitment to do it that got me close to my father, at least I believe so. I went to Japan, worked in a factory 12 hours a day between mornings and night shifts, opened up my heart and mind to my father and my family in general, and he saw it, he felt it, and he opened up too. The fact that higher education has helped my father and I get close would make Confucius proud of his teachings, for they were put in practice. And the list goes on. William Blake, David Mamet, Angels in America, M. Butterfly, Kafka, Rashomon, the Bhagavad Gita, Optimism or Spring, which is the first performance I've ever made, and many more. All inspirational and life-changing. All I would have missed if I hadn't decided to follow the road to these Brooklyn shores called Kingsborough Community College. Thank you, Kingsborough, for the opportunities you have provided us to succeed here and to dream bigger. Congratulations, fellow students who have been honored tonight for your academic excellence, leadership, and service. And best luck to those of us who will graduate tomorrow. We'll miss this place dearly. Thank you.